You know, there are lots of tools out there for your physical needs when you lose your sight. But what about the tools that are just as important for your mental and emotional needs as well? What's up, VIPs? Derek here, back with another video. And recently I got a comment from somebody talking about how important it was that they took care of their mental and emotional needs just as much as their physical needs. You see, when you lose your sight, you think about all the things that you're going to need because you can't see. Might be a white cane, might be bump dots, screen readers on your computer, large print, braille, all that kind of stuff is because you've lost your sight and you need those tools to assist you in the world that you're now facing as a visually impaired person. And that's all true, and we've talked about them on the channel before. But this commenter made mention that it was just as important to take care of the mental and emotional needs that they had, to make sure that they were handling themselves in a special and unique way because they had lost their sight, both physically and then mentally and emotionally. They made mention that all the tools that they needed for their mental and emotional health were just as important as using a white cane for travel. So let's compare that. Think about it. When you go out into the world, you might need something like a white cane, for navigation, identification purposes, and you use that white cane for those physical needs because you've lost your sight. But if anybody's used a white cane, especially if you've gone from sighted to visually impaired, you know that there can be a bit of a learning curve when using that white cane, not just using it, but actually going out and having to use a white cane. It can be embarrassing. It can draw attention to yourself that you don't want to use. Now, I made a whole video about what the white cane actually says about you, but the white cane, spoiler alert, the white cane means you can't see very well. That's really it. But the thing about it is, we use that white cane, but it's a struggle to use it sometimes. And that's so true when it comes to those mental and emotional needs as well. Things like counseling, mentoring, maybe journaling, meditation, all that kind of stuff. We use those same tools for our mental and emotional needs, just like we use a white cane for our physical needs. But there can be the same kind of struggle. I don't want to go to counseling. That's for people who really need it. Or I don't need a mentor, or I don't want to meditate, or what. I don't need to do any of that. And the truth is, those things can be just as important with our mental and emotional needs like the white cane or bump dots or screen reader can be for our physical. And it's just as important to use them both regardless of where you're at in your sight loss journey. Maybe you just started using a white cane, or maybe you've used it for 10 years, but you are settled in on using that white cane. But maybe you're a little standoffish when it comes to those tools for mental and emotional health. And so today I want to challenge us all that we need to use all the tools at our disposal. White canes and screen readers and all that kind of stuff. We need to use those even if we're a little bit cautious. And we need to use all the tools at our disposal for our mental and emotional needs as well. This might be something as simple as talking to a family member or writing down all the thoughts that you're having. But regardless, whatever it may be, use all the tools that are at your disposal. Because trust me, the physical needs of sight loss are just as important as the emotional and mental needs of sight loss as well. So take those times each and every day to address the physical and the emotional and mental as well. So my question for you today is this: what's one tool that you use for your physical needs after sight loss, and a tool that you use for your mental and emotional needs after sight loss as well? I'd love to hear about it, and I know others would, so let me know in the comments below. Hey, if you liked this video, if you found it helpful, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and share it out with somebody that you know. And if you're new around here, well, my name is Derek, and I help people just like you to discover life after sight loss. Here on the channel, we do life advice, product reviews, and discussions about emotions just like this one. So consider subscribing and turning on notifications so you don't miss another single video. And finally, remember guys, that sight loss isn't the end. It's just the beginning. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Derek, and I'll see you in the next one.